As we approached Spain's historical capital, we were struck by the breathtaking view of the city perched atop a hill. Toledo is strategically built in the bend of the River Tagus because it provided natural protection and served as a barrier against invading forces. We then decided to enter the city as someone from the medieval heyday of Toledo would have, by crossing its San Martin Bridge. The San Martin Bridge was originally built in the 13th century and was an engineering marvel for its time. Nowadays, however, there's a more thrilling option to cross the Tagus River.
Nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. It's gonna be awesome.
You're not nervous to fly over a medieval zipline?
No, that sounds like the coolest thing ever.
It's kind of old. Are you sure you trust it?
The zipline was built in the 12th century.
Still ran by the monks that installed it.
Having successfully landed and re-entered the city, we set off straight away to get a taste of Toledo's famous marzipan. Marzipan is a sweet made from ground almonds, sugar, and egg whites. Heading towards the city center, we couldn't help but marvel at its mammoth Gothic cathedral. Taking over 250 years to build, it wasn't completed until 1493.
Try these little curly cues.
All right.
Very chewy. Not a big bold flavor, but I like it. It's better than marzipan I've had at home.
Really?
That's really good.
So good. Let's see what Reese thinks. The marzipan.
Oh, there's a little filling.
Wow.
A little bite, little bite.
Yeah, good thing is she's sharing with you, not me.
Yeah,
I think that's good stuff. Exploring more of Toledo, we couldn't help but feel overwhelmed by the incredible history packed into this hill town. Toledo has a rich and varied history that spans over 2,000 years. It was once a major Roman city, then a Visigoth capital, a Muslim stronghold, and a center of Jewish culture. We weren't quite so sure about the interior design. The chains on the outside of this particular cathedral were once the chains of Christian prisoners who had been freed from Moorish captivity during the Reconquest. One of Toledo's most famous residents was El Greco. El Greco was a celebrated Greek artist who lived and worked in Spain during the Renaissance and is known for his religiously inspired paintings. Having packed in a day of sightseeing, we decided it was a good time to let Reese get some wiggles out. She knows right where she wants to go, huh?
Just wait.
Alright, so here we are at the end of our day.
Very long day.
Very long day, but man, was that city amazing. There was so much to unpack and we just scraped the surface of it. We entered the city through the bridge on the other side of Toledo. Here we are exiting on a similar bridge. I think the only other bridge. We're on the other side, so kind of fun to end the way we started.
And the opposite way we started.
And the opposite way. But it's been an awesome day.
Has been super great. While visiting Madrid, we decided to treat our taste buds to some traditional Spanish tapas. Kyle passed a restaurant he just couldn't refuse.
Alright, we've got here a bocadillo de calamari. Fried squid sandwich. Here we go.
Kyle really wanted it. What do you think? Is it dry?
No. It was good.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, I saw this. I was passing a restaurant and it just sounded like it hit the spot. Yeah, it absolutely does.
Okay.
I'm not just putting. Chewy and fried and warm and
Is it salty?
and that bread is good too. But yeah, it's good. No, it's not too salty.
Visited by tourists and local alike, there is no better place to find delicious tapas in Madrid than Mercado San Miguel. From stuffed olives to fresh pastries, we found that our appetite only increased as we sampled our way through this delicious marketplace.
Is that good? What do you think? Our next stop, the famous chocolateria San Ginés for Spanish Classic.
There's my knight in shining armor with a greasy brown paper bag. That's always a good sign.
Got it good.
What'd you get us?
I got us some churros con chocolate.
Aha, I'm mouth-watering.
The Guerra family was nice enough to invite us over to their house to cook us a traditional Spanish paella. ¿Qué nos está cocinando aquí?
Estamos haciendo una paella. Primero un poquito de pisto con tomatito, verdurita.
Sauteed vegetables and tomato sauce, rice, fish, and seafood combined to form a delicious meal, one we loved sharing with our new friends.
We returned to Seville for the first day of the Holy Week celebration. The month we lived in Seville leading up to this Easter celebration, we saw special preparations taking place. Cathedrals and churches were busier than usual as ornate scenes of the life of Jesus and Catholic virgins were polished up and placed on beautiful and very heavy stages to be carried on the backs of men through the streets during Holy Week. Lifelike, you can even see the tears on this Virgin Concepcion. Little details were not lost in careful carvings, and metals so polished they shined like the sun. Here you can see the men practicing their marches late at night with fewer crowds. One unique and very old tradition with these floats is the procession of capriotes, or cone hats worn by men and children in certain brotherhoods of the Catholic faith. Some floats have up to 3,000 of capriotes leading the way. In preparation, we rested for some time at the hotel before joining the thick crowds of capriotes and Spaniards in their Sunday best. Using programs printed the week before, we tried to be along the parade routes of floats, but ended up finding a good spot to wait when we would see the floats coming down the street. The floats are also accompanied by marching bands playing songs specifically written for that float this year. Listen to the change of music from this slow and burdened Christ to the cross float to the joyful and confident parade of the Virgin of Peace. This day comes with so much emotion to be seen and heard, it's no wonder that it is such a celebrated event. It was a day to be remembered. Surrounded by a passion that only Spain can muster, we can't think of a better way to have ended our time in this beautiful country. We planned to start our year traveling through Europe and Spain during the time of the Holy Week. We were blown away at the public devotion and adoration of this week and wish we could have stayed longer to participate in more. We loved Seville and we will miss its warmth, passion, and culture. We're the Dream to Journey family and we had a blast making this video this week. We hope that you've enjoyed it as well. We'll be making more videos every week, so subscribe so you can get notifications for those as well. And as always, dream big and enjoy the journey.